Hey everyone, I have State Representative Abraham Aiyash here. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Excited to be here?
It is good to be back here at the first Michigan State Championship.
Very cool. So obviously a lot of love for STEM and robotics. Lots of love from the state as well. Tell me about some of the funding that the state gives to schools to make sure that First in Michigan can happen.
Yeah, so through the Michigan Department of Education, we invest over $5 million a year in STEM programs, which are proving to be a vital piece of the puzzle in terms of making the state a place that's economically viable for the future of all the things that we keep hearing about. Electric vehicles and advanced mobility, clean energy and things of that nature. So it's incredibly important that we have all these resources investing in the workforce and talent development, and there's no other program like FIRST that really allows you to do that. Right? You learn not only the technical skills and sort of the team management and operations and sort of understanding things like scheduling and time crunch and budget constraints, but you're also learning things that are lacking in our body politic and are lacking in our society. I mentioned earlier today, there's three things that I think are so important right now as we talk about the future of the state: dignity, dialogue, and being able to just have decency in this project. So this is one step to do that, and I'm excited to say that we are going to invest more money into these types of programs, particularly with FIRST. And I know firsthand, as a former Team 123 member, what this program has been able to do for me.
Why FIRST, though? Why it must stick out?
No other program provides the level of competition, the excitement and fun, and also just the overall principles like FIRST does. You talk about things like gracious professionalism, right? How you can be a competitor, you can respect the person that you're competing against, but also work very hard to beat them, and then go home and recognize that at the end of the day, we're all in this for Team Michigan. And, you learn all those leadership skills. Like I say, I'm not in political leadership right now. Had it not been for learning all the skill sets in FIRST, negotiating with other team members, negotiating with other teams, being able to secure sponsorships and things of that nature, that really opens your eyes and really understand the business component of how things operate. You understand how the operations of setting up an organization and making sure it's flowing and everyone has a responsibility. I mean, no other program allows you to do it, and then you actually see the product of your work. It's not just some one-off science project that you're building and sending off for one competition, but you're competing an entire season. I grew up playing sports as well, and just to be able to mesh the two, right, the love of science and technology and strategy, and then through a very competitive sports-like concept, there's no other program in the country, I would argue, that does it like FIRST.
Very good. I was talking with the lieutenant governor as well,
Yeah.
and not a lot of people know that he's a software engineer.
Yeah. And he's also a FIRST alum.
Yes. So lots of our state leaders with robotics backgrounds and love for STEM.
Yeah.
So obviously lots of good skills that's taught you and brought you into a leadership role, not just here on the floor, but literally for the state with more than 10 million people.
Yeah. I was selected earlier this year as the majority floor leader in the House. So basically, in plain English, I'm the number 2 in terms of the political hierarchy in Lansing, in the Michigan House, and it's an incredible opportunity. But I got to tell you, it was the things I learned in FIRST, right? Being able to meet people from across the state. I had no idea where Escanaba was until I did FIRST. I had no idea Iron Mountain was an actual city and not a mountain made of iron.
Not a mountain.
Yeah. So you get exposure in ways that you cannot see this anywhere else. I mean, even sports, right? Sports are broken up into regional divisions. I mean, this is a state championship where 160 different schools are here, and they're competing, and everyone understands this game. And it's a culmination of an entire season of play that you have to adapt. What changes in the game, what kind of strategy, and how things develop. And then you also got to learn how to negotiate. Some competition or some district event, one person's your opponent. The next time you're winning a blue banner with them at a different event. So it's just really exciting. And then when you go to like a world championship, you sort of see all the Michigan teams, and that's the thing I'm proudest of is when you go to the world championship. Michigan, or I say, Team Mitten is always strong. We still have love for the UP, but, there's that excitement that's super important for all of us.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me.
Very excited. All right, back to you guys.